don't cause any trouble, all right? It's not worth it.
Best behavior around here. Understood?
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way. Is expecting
Does
you.
it really matter?
Please make your way.
Cult army on the march, killer on the loose, and Mistress Dorenbold still drags me hither and thither.
You hear? My lady says Absolute's army's on the march. There's watchers. We'll hold the line. You best believe.
Head up, chest out. Lord Portier could descend any moment.
Lord, Archduke, God. I'll call Gortash what he wants. As long as Lord Chatshield pays me for all this waiting around.
Precious hero liberated them from one hell and...
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Sorry, these dukes are working me to the bone.
Hush! Patriarchs are upstairs. Lord Janeth could call for me at any moment.
That should tell you something.
What? That every duke's just the same as the last? Sticking up for each other?
You're free to explore. Within reason.
To be so cynical.
Not as exhausting as all that boot kissing you've been doing.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you're not the master. Just as well.
Well.
Defender of the people.
Let's get going.
prison guard has spotted you. It's either lie or fight.
Step carefully. There's a trap. Don't give me trouble now.
Fishing spot. Spent more than a few summer-tide days here.
Is that so? Did you manage to catch anything?
Only a few head colds, and a tongue lashing from my worried father.
You're being watched. Remember that before you do something foolish.
What's on your mind?
Defender of the people. I've got a long road ahead. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
Can't keep me out.
Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting.
You heard anything about what it's like in the prisons? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
It's the waiting that's hard. If we could just talk to one of the fists, it would be as clear as day that we're not criminals.
Are they going to arrest us?
I ain't saying nothing to nobody until I've had my trial.
Oh, leave it out. I've got a trial coming up, and I need to rememberize my lines.
No time to talk. I have clients to brief, and they're as sharp as spoons. Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist, and tell me what you...
They say Gortash won't be king, but that pomp upstairs sure sounds like a coronation.
All we can do is be patient.
Trouble inside. The house was on fire. We were...
This is the armory, not a bloody open house. Fists only. Now clear off. Stomping around.
We're still here.
Who needs
What are they waiting for?
Flaming fist.
Noble crowd, fancy dress. It's just theatre to them.
The Flaming Fist don't stand for trouble. So stay out of it, yeah? We were rescuing.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire.
is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
It won't happen, I swear. That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
You've been saying that for ages, and we're still here.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you. The threat of the Shadow Curse, the politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you. You're too modest. I wager you don't even know how extraordinary you truly are. But I do. I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers. My heart does not stir lightly. But it does now. Truly? I thought you felt the same as I did. You saw to my needs here in camp with the care of a lover, not a host. But I respect your choice, if that's how you truly feel. Your friendship remains precious to me. You have bonded with Gale, body and soul. His scent lingers on your skin. If there is to be anything between us, it must be with his consent. And perhaps someday, his participation. Take your time. I'll be waiting.
My time is yours. What do you need? What, like a child? I'm not sure I consider myself father material. Plus, our current lifestyle isn't exactly what I'd call settled. Share? You're not a loaf of bread to be divvied up at supper time. I thought what we had meant something to you. Call me selfish or old-fashioned, but I cannot agree to that. Either we dedicate ourselves to one another, or this ends here. Very well. Let's not speak of this again. Given my condition, I'm not sure it's wise for me to invite undue stress upon myself.
Did you find time to speak with your partner? A potentially delicate topic, I understand. I cannot blame them. It is understandable why someone would want to keep you all to themselves. Even if it is not my way. I understand. And I still cherish our relationship. Still, I could not have forgiven myself had I not taken the plunge. Better to have tried and failed, in either case. I will remain by your side for whatever you need of me. Until the very end.
I'm not sure I believe it.
Big day, big day. Can hardly contain myself.
An Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Never thought I'd live to see the day.
No distractions, please.
Please, not now.
Yes, but...
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest Patriarchs, dearest Raven Guard, but a moment. The Blade of Frontiers graces our halls, and he's wearing his devilish best.
My father. He's here.
My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. Ah, and my old friend, Karlach. It's no wonder your victory was so decisive. It's lovely to see you again.
I'm sure it is.
We'll catch up once we've covered more pressing matters. Thorm's netherstone, more to the point. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly will. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my Steel Watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together, we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun.
This isn't going to end well. Mark my words.
I understand your concerns, my old friend. But allow me to demonstrate why you made the right choice. Let me demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
Take that with a grain of salt. This is Gortash we're talking.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's... You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still... Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them. All out of fear of the... Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute god. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. More importantly, just. Now, come, be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The patriarchs await. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would demit. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Archduke Gortash, man.
The Steel Watch.
The Steel Watch has made an impenetrable fortress out of the Sword Coast crown jewel. I can't think of a better endorsement for Gortash than that.
He looks the exact same as he did 10 years ago. Fancy a coat, I suppose. The Archduke of Baldur's Gate. What a sham. You don't really intend to be his ally, do you? Gortash is your enemy, either way. This pact may delay the inevitable betrayal, but not by much. I can't tell if you're very wise or very foolish. Time will tell, I guess. I'll play along for now, but I'm not letting him slip out of reach. He's going to pay for what he did to me, one way or another.
Be vigilant, citizen.
A hero at heart.
Your father, once the Grand Duke, now a pawn in the Absolute's game. Your infected minds smolder in each other's presence.
My dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me, just as Gortash said you would. Father and son, unstoppable generals. Together, we will usher in a new dawn. Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
Punished? Gods. Don't want to imagine what that entails. Maybe there's still time to find her.
Within Ravengard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell, right here in Worm's Rock.
The sun rises, my boy. My true soul. Are you ready? Not just glory. Paradise. Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. And you, Gortash, and I will ignite the final spark, my son.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
Help me.
Your tadpole seizes. The prism stills. Ravengard's empty eyes meet yours.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
Ravengard, the real Ravengard, is in there somewhere. We can't give up on him.
Have we finished then?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
A parasite binds your mind to Will's. Your memories of talking with Ravengard become his.
You spoke with my father. Incredible. To hear his voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
You would give up the Fist's command?
The Watch and the Fist must unite under one authority. Gortash is uniquely qualified for the endeavor. Under Gortash, the two will conquer the cult army and preserve our city and our heritage.
Ravengard has not once failed this city. If he trusts Gortash, then so do I.
Dearest Karlach, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will.
Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done, and do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning.
An Archduke! Finally someone who can stand up to those wretched absolutists.
Under the Archduke, we are untouchable.
What glory our city, and what glory its future.
As you were, citizen.
Any who dare speak ill.
Finally, a leader with some charisma. Ravengard was quite the dullard.
Archduke Gortash. Now there's a man who knows good business.
And if the Steel Watch can't protect us, what then?
How'd Gortash get to be Archduke anyway? I didn't vote for him.
city is only as mighty as its leader. Under Gortash, no army can breach our walls.
A commoner made Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I never thought I'd see the day.
What are they thinking? Giving a fellow like that such power? I give him a year, at most. I'll have to inquire with Cook Darley about... People like him are meant to follow, not to lead. Archduke Gortash...
A good leader knows when to step aside. Ravengard did the right thing.
I am at my lady's service, and hers alone.
Nice kid. The city is only as strong as its walls. Gortash understands this.
Away, if you please. I am here at the service of Lady Birch.
The Absolute's blight will be a hard one to cure. Gortash is the Archduke for the job.
Ravengard has spoken. Long live Archduke Gortash.
A young Pink Clary.
Under Gortash, we're safe. More to the point, my fortunes are safe.
But grievous error. In that case,
The kitchen is fresh out of sunfish, my lady.
Never.
Rave.
Any there speak ill?
Pardon me for saying, Archduke,
The sofa.
but do the people require such a heavy hand?
People demand it. Is a Baldurian truly free?
You're good to go.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. To the slaughter, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Mizora's always worth hearing out. That's what makes her so dangerous. We'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Thank you for the lift, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Ta-ta!
The city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failing to comply will result in imprisonment, more severe punishment.
You're having a chuffing laugh!
We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here.
Move along. I've got my hands full enough without gawkers.
You must agree, this is ludicrous. How are we meant to survive without our livelihoods?
My herd are dairy goats. I bet they're going to slaughter them, the poor things.
My husband's still in the outer city with the few cows we have left. How am I going to tell him we have to give them up?
Are they gonna pay us for the animals they take? Like elves they are!
Jane, no one cares enough.
Any complaints will be handled after you turn your animals over to the care of the Ducal Council.
Oh, and what good is that gonna do us? Huh? How are we gonna support our...
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
You've heard of such devils. Sisters of justice. Adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy hells.
Fina, Cirrus, arbiters for the hells, exemplars of justice.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. No contract is ended without sacrifice. A cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch. Do it then. Claim my soul for Zariel. Keep my father safe.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat Ita. Anima ad beator.
Seems you've got a new mission, pup. Go save your father. He's locked in a very nasty place. Gortash's secret command center and prison. Lucky for you, I know the way in. I'll mark your map. After all, a deal's a deal. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment. Why the stunned face? You look like you've seen a devil. The pup dug his own hole, darling. I merely supplied the claws. I've always been the giving type, after all. To wit, go to Gortash's secret prison, and I'll help you spring Will's daddy free. Of course, you could always leave him to rot, but that would make Will's sacrifice worthless, and I know you wouldn't want that. Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found a new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. Focus on the elder brain. I'd hate to clog that infected head of yours with needless details. Will's a gifted hunter, and Zariel's made her share of enemies in and out of the Hells. Devils, demons, deserters. They're a great burden on the Lord of the First. Clause G, Section 9. Targets shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. The clause still holds. As long as Will doesn't tug on my leash, he'll be stalking only the wickedest prey. It's a win-win. You have the best ideas. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus. My mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead, after all.
Twice Mizora's held my feet to the fire, and twice was I burnt. But my father will live. We will return the Grand Duke to his people. And forever a devil's leash will choke me. That means a lot. But understand, I don't plan to wallow in self-pity. More than anything, I'm elated that there's hope yet for my father. We should hurry to this mystery prison and retrieve my father before Mizora tries pulling more tricks. This prison's in the lower city. Let's move. We will knock him out if we need to, or restrain.
Your skull vibrates in concord with the astral prism.
Bring me to your Duke. I will shield him, as I shield you.
Why would you do that?
Better to bring him into the fold than to leave you distracted by regret.
Well then, I'm not about to say no. What else is on your mind?